I spent years looking outside of myself for something that will finally make me feel less stuck. Looking for the right book that will finally give me that aha moment. The right course. I've bought so many courses that were supposed to change and fix my life. The right coach or the right therapist, the right person that will help me come back to myself and stop feeling so stuck in life. But the answer for me was much simpler. It's actually when I started coming back to my body that everything started to change. And in this video, I want to share with you why coming back to your body is the simplest, most powerful way to stop feeling stuck, and why the answers you've been searching for are already inside of you. As cheesy as it might sound. The thing is, we live in a world that constantly tells us the answer is out there. You will feel better once you've bought that fabulous cream, once you've bought that watch, once you've bought that house, once you've bought that car, once you've bought that book, once you've bought that, I don't know what else you can buy. But that's what we are made to believe. If only we could get this, if only we could buy this, then we will start to feel better and to feel more present and more in control of our life. Social media, marketing, even witnessing other people's journey, they all create this illusion that if we just found the right thing externally, we will finally feel better. But the constant looking outward for the solution only creates more overwhelm. And we end up wanting things that we don't actually want. Hold your hand if you've ever bought something out of an Instagram ad that you actually didn't care about, that you almost regretted instantly after buying it. This is because we are conditioned to believe we need those things. And also, I just want to say, marketing on social media platforms have become so good. They have studied human psychology. They have studied us so much. They know a lot of things about us. So that's really easy to manipulate us and to trick us into believing we want and we need things that we don't actually need. Just to say, it's not your fault. It's just that they are really, really good. And it's really easy to fall into the trap. But let's come back to the topic. We start believing someone else's journey that we have seen on social media. We start thinking, if it has worked for them, because I identify in a way with them, then that means I also need this. And when it doesn't work, we feel even more stuck. We start thinking, why did it work for them and not for me? What's wrong with me? Obviously, it's working for a lot of people. I can see all the reviews, I can see all these comments and all these proofs on social media that it's working for everyone but me. And the truth is, no one outside of you can tell you what you need. You might need someone to hold space for you while you look inward, but the answers in itself, they're all yours. No one else can tell you what you need. I want you to really hear me here. No one else can tell you what you need in your life. People can give you advices based on their life, based on their experiences, and that's all part of the human experience. That's all good. But no one should and can tell you, this is what you need to do. This is the answer. This is what you want in your life. No one. You're the only one that can do that. Because the answers are inside of you, because you're unique and you are the only one to have access to what's inside yourself. And I can tell you that because I've been on that journey. I've looked for answers everywhere outside of me. When we are overwhelmed, when we are feeling stuck, when we are feeling that we need help, it's okay and it's really human to just want someone to tell us what to do, because it's just easier. If only someone could tell me, do this and this, you will achieve your goal, you will feel better, you will finally be that person that you want to be. It will be so good. And I understand, and I totally, like, I've lived that. I wanted to find the perfect coach that could just tell me what to do. because I was overwhelmed. I didn't want to have to figure it out. I didn't want to have to try so many different things. I just wanted to be told, do this, you will be okay. Guess what? I found a few person that told me what to do, but it didn't work. And I kind of knew that I needed to look inward. And one part of me didn't want to go and look inward because I didn't trust myself. I didn't trust that I had the answers. And also, I just didn't know how to do that. How do you look inward? How do you find the answers on your own when your mind is just exploding? When you're just so overwhelmed? How do you quiet the mind so you can hear yourself? You can hear your true voice. So if looking outside doesn't work, what does it truly mean to look inside? And how do you do that? Feeling stuck is actually not about your circumstances. It's about a loss of self-agency. It's a feeling that life is happening to you instead of for you. I really like how Dr. James Doty described that in his book Mind Magic. How it describes it is that feeling stuck is fundamentally about feeling like a victim in your own life, feeling like you have no options. You have no choice. Life is just happening and you have no agency to change it or to influence it in one way or another. That really resonated for me. Let me know if it does as well for you. I think it's a really great way to put it together. Because when we are disconnected from ourselves, we genuinely can't see any possibilities. And the truth is, it's not that there aren't any possibilities. It's just that we have lost access to the part of us that can recognize those possibilities, that can see those possibilities. And if you want more information about that, I've done another video that summarizes how Dr. James Doty explains what's happening in our brain and how it influences our ability to manifest our life. I will put a link to the video there. And this is why no amount of external advice can unstick you, because this shift has to happen inside. Feeling stuck is feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you're always running into the same old patterns. You know that moment where you're like, of course it's not going the way I wanted it to go, because it's always happening this way or that way. It's always going against me. And when you feel that life is happening for you and you actually are able to influence how your life goes, you start feeling different ways that a situation can unfold. You start seeing different possibilities. You start meeting people that help you make different decisions to lead to a different outcome. From a nervous system perspective, coming back to your body means developing interoception. And interoception is the ability to sense and feel what's happening inside your body before the mind jumps in with a story to explain it. And I'm going to explain this. The body speaks in sensations and feelings. That's how it communicates with you. The mind speaks in words. That's your thoughts, and that's how it's gonna describe a situation for you. So, as you can see, those are two different languages. The body and the mind are speaking two different languages. Most of us haven't learned to understand feelings and sensations from our body. So what usually happens is we feel something in our body. So that might be tightness in the chest. It might be a knot in our stomach. It might be feeling jittery, feeling like maybe a hole in our stomach sometimes as well. All of these are sensations and feelings. And usually when that happens, when we start having those sensations, immediately the mind jumps in and starts creating a story about this, starts trying to explain it, which is what the mind does. The mind is here to describe for you what's happening in your life. It's kind of like the narrator of your life. So it might say something like, I'm anxious because of work. I'm sad because of that conversation I just had. But often this is just oversimplifying it. And it's just the mind's attempt to make sense of what it cannot understand. So interoception is the bridge between the mind and the body, because it allows you to catch the feelings in your body before the mind takes over and start making a story. And when you can catch the sensation before the mind makes up a story, before you go down a loop of this is just never gonna work for me because I'm a shy person, or I'm just not able to do this, I'm just not able to have good friends, have a good job, have blah blah because of this reason and this reason and these reasons that the mind offered as explanations to you. And when you catch the sensations in your body before the mind starts making all those little stories, you're no longer reacting from an unconscious plane, but you're responding with awareness. And this is how you reclaim self-agency. And once you have this ability to actually feel what's happening inside, that's when the deeper work begins. Because your body isn't just giving you random signals, right? It's actually communicating with you. It's actually giving you a map. Coming back to your body means coming back to yourself. I believe that the body holds everything. It holds your unconscious beliefs, your fears, your past experiences and how it felt, the patterns that are running your life beneath the surface. It's the map of your unconscious. We all carry subconscious beliefs and fears, and they shape how we act and react. Most of the time we are not aware of them because they live in the body. They don't live in the conscious mind. And I think that's why we are here, to learn what it means to be human, to learn what it means to have a body. And part of our journey is going inward and meeting what's in here, what's been stored there in your body, in your unconscious. And the more you go inside and explore those layers, those unconscious layers, the more you learn about yourself. And the more you learn about yourself, the more you remember who you truly are, what you truly want, and what actually makes you happy. When you look inside, you find yourself. And when you find yourself, you realize that you have a choice. You're not stuck. You're just disconnected from the part of you who knows the way forward. If, like me, you've been going through life, checking all the to-dos, finishing university, getting a job, buying a house, having kids, going on holidays, having fun during the weekend, doing like special activities during the weekend outside of when you're not working, and you still feel stuck, you still feel like something is missing, you still feel you're not quite who you want to be, you're not quite sure your external image actually matches what you think of yourself, what you feel like you really want, then I hope you found some answers or some hopes in that video. Because we are just not taught anymore to look inward. But I invite you to try it. To try and set up time to meditate and see if the goal that you're walking toward actually make you feel something inside. Is it actually truly something that you want, or is it what you're expected to want? And the more you connect to yourself, the more you start to peel the onion and start reconnecting with who you truly are. So remember, you don't need someone to tell you how to be unstuck. You need to come back to yourself. Your body holds the map. Your unconscious holds the answers. The more you go inward, the more you remember who you are and what you truly want. And when you remember, you realize that you've always had a choice. You can be the actor of your own life. You don't have to wait for someone to figure it out for you, because no one else can. So let me know, when was the last time you stopped looking outside for answers? And when was the last time you actually checked in with your body? What did you notice? Let me know. If this resonated, subscribe for more content on coming back to your body, somatic healing, and remembering who you are. And if you want to do this work with other people that are on the same journey, then join our free school community. Details below.